You see, the Karmas and I, the collection Karmas, seem to have some sort of bond. And this was a very unexpected run. I got barely any gems back for this, but literally... Room 47. I wonder if we're going to run into a wizard right now. I don't have all that many gems right now, but we're one room away. And there is a wizard, and you'll see that this is the 40 gem wizard, which means that we have spent 40, 20, 10, and 5 to get our hands on this collection karma. Absolutely fabulous. You see, we skillfully clicked on those wizards, or not on those wizards, I should say. We skillfully avoided those wizards using our big elite 5 head. That's what we did. But man, oh man. I was not expecting that, hence why the whole run hasn't been recorded. But there we go, we open that, we get our black chest, that's 100 rainbow tokens, I guess it's better than nothing, and of course, a nice hefty food box, because who doesn't like free food? And then we've got the beautiful endurance karma. So first it was amber, now it's endurance, and you know what, I haven't actually used any of my ads, so we can just go and skip this dragon, I think. So that is exactly what I am going to do. So here we are, a few minutes later, now that I've opened the game on mobile to do my ad skips and then come back to Windows, we have the beautiful endurance karma baby. I actually hate this baby, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry babies, but this baby is not one of my favorites. I guess we will just throw them over here into our main big habitat, and then we will get them at least leveled up a little bit, because who doesn't like a nice karma? I guess the only downside for getting endurance karma like this is that it's not actually going to help us with our collection. But on the upside, it also means that once we do finish our karma collection, we are going to get duplicates for both endurance and ambition karma. And you know what that means? That means free orbs to trade. Oh, who doesn't love tasty free orbs? But endurance karma, she is a lovely little karma. For new players, if you're a brand new player, I actually don't like this karma, only for brand new players, just because of ice element, obviously weak to the most common element at that stage, which is flame. Obviously, the later on you go, you've got every element which you can use, and flame itself is not the biggest threat in the world, so the further on you go, you can use any of the karmas. And again, if you're going to ask what sort of perks you'd put on this karma, it would be like health and phoenix perks, typically, just to get as many blocks as possible. But now, this means that another part of our book collection, oh, that is not what I wanted to click at all, but our Dragon Codex is now getting filled up. Why do I always type Kermers? I don't know. And then I keep doing that with an S. I don't know. I think I'm just high on the wizard's hollow luck right now. So as you see, including both ambition and endurance, it means that we still need to get determination, revival, grace, and focus karma. But I have been sort of trading for them a little bit. Not super duper crazy trading or anything like that. But, you know, we've got a few orbs already of determination karma, some for grace, for instance. But once these 4 are done, like I said, we will get duplicates for ambition and endurance, and then we'll be able to trade those out for other things that we need. So those orbs can be quite valuable and very useful. Ambition, we're going to get more off of rank ups for now as well. So, oh boy, am I excited. We did also manage to get another duplicate for cosmic detonation, because I'm basically going back to new player territory because I never actually E5'd my cosmic detonation, and I probably should. So a mixture of getting like the shortest timers in the game and everything like that. I can go and skip something to do that on mobile in a second, but that is what I've been doing, getting some more duplicates so that we can actually E5 him, just because why the heck not? I should have done it ages ago, but I've been too busy collecting stuff, you know? And then in terms of the grid island, you'll see we have not been making too much progress, but we might as well spend all of our currency just for the leaderboard event. The actual race that's going on, it's still on for a few more days, but you'll see that I pretty much gave up as soon as I got to lap 15. I just got bored. But a lot of people are about on lap 21 at the moment. I can understand getting to lap 22 for the Berserker insignias and such, but I just got so bored I got so bored of it, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna hatch a bunch of my new eggs and stuff like that and go for breeds instead, because the last time I actually bred and hatched dragons not for event stuff has been quite a while. And like fully focused on it. So I was like, screw it, I'm actually just going to ignore the rest of this heroic marathon, because I've already got the dragon, to be honest. Like, I don't really need the dragon again because I've already got the dragon, so I don't really need to worry about it. But we did get to lap 15, so at least we're going to get some of the rewards. I'm hoping to get top 3 for the gems, so I still need to be watching out for that person in 4th place. But as long as we get some gems back, we should be Gucci ganging. But this grid event, we're not going to get too much more value out of this either, because, yeah, again, we are nearing the end of the event and we're not going to get much more currency. So we might as well just spend all of it. So why the heck not? Let's just open up everything. There's nothing in particular that we need. We can't get any more fishies. The fishies were basically just there to pick up whatever the heck you can, but not too worried about them because we're not going to get the main reward dragon from the event items because 20 is just too many. So we'll just pick up what we can, open up these blue chests, because if you've never looked in these blue chests, you can actually get some really, really nice stuff out of them. You can also get more event currency, which will help for leaderboard event, but you can get like the major reward, which is like Prideful Vampire and some of the other stuff. And apart from that, we could just open up Flame Chest. Why not? Let's see. Food, of course, it's to be expected. It's to be expected. But, oh well. We've basically cleared out our grid event for now, so we can ignore that. We will have the fog event coming up as well, so I should probably make my guide for that today before I forget. But do be aware that it is coming up, because you don't want to, you know, not know where you're going in the fog event. I say that, but the last time we had one of these fog events, I did it without even looking at a map guide, because I just predicted where the items would be, and I'm pretty sure I got all of them, so that was nice. But hey-ho, hey-ho. I need to get back to Elden Ring anyway, but getting so lucky in the Wizard's Hollow is not too common. It's just these Karma Dragons just seem to really want to be with me right now, and I will accept them arms open if they want to give me their lovely, lovely butt cheeks just to own and get the dupes of them and get more orbs for them. Getting these dragons just from rank up orbs can help you to get all the other karmas and such, so that is what I'm going to be doing. I've been using my Corrupted Legend orbs to get Karma orbs. I can use my other Karma orbs to get other Karma orbs, and then we can trade them out for any other stuff that we don't yet have. I don't like cross-trading, but we can at least, you know, get some of the stuff that we do need, not via cross-trading first, and then maybe we'll delve into the cross-trading territory if we ever need to. But the other thing that I did get today was this one, which I believe is the new Echo, well, I say new, is Echo Terror, which is the breeding event island dragon as well. So I do sometimes do breeding event island dragons just for their random dragons, and I like the look of them, and it looks like we should have this dragon first try. So that is nice. Either way, it's not common for me to see that new notification because I've bred a lot of dragons or we've gotten them from elsewhere. So there is that. I am also rescuing a duo dragon at the moment. I say rescuing, but I actually started this a few days ago and then I just have not been logging in really very much since because I've been too busy. So we've just got this rescue that's ongoing that I've basically just forgotten about. That's literally what happens, but I'm quite lucky now because since I've got so many dragons, I've got high enough level dragons, I can one cycle these rescues now. And what I mean by one cycle is, if you didn't know, you can finish a dragon rescue in this game, and then once you finish the rescue, you can actually start another rescue straight away. So you don't have a time frame, you don't have to wait or anything. So if we finish this full legendary rescue first time without, you know, putting all of our dragons on cooldown because we get stuck on the final boss, if we finish the final boss, we can do another rescue straight away. And that means that in theory, you could endlessly, well, you literally could just endlessly grind out dragons in this, assuming you had enough keys for it. So the only thing that is the problem is going to be both time, boredom, and if you have enough keys to do that. And we have quite a lot of keys at the moment. But the other thing with rescue is that you can also get E5 dragons via rescuing if you have enough. And that's what a lot of people do with Deluge. Like Deluge was available recently in the runner event as well, which means that that is one less set of rescuing that you have to do, right? which is always nice, which means less keys required. So if you did get Deluge out of the rescue, you won't have to spend quite as many in the actual rescue itself. So that's fantastic. I don't actually mind them bringing out Deluge like that, just to make it a bit cheaper. And then for any players that are kind of new and they can't do their legendary rescues yet, well, there's a pretty decent legendary with a skill that you can use in the short term until you get it empowered up via rescue later. But yeah, so that's why when we go or consider dragons that we want to use on a team, it's always a breedable, a rescue dragon if you get enough keys for it eventually, and then like one legend, one legendary VIP, one mythical, and then one heroic, whatever they might be. But you know, just making our way through this. I'm gonna have to grind this out myself, but doing so many legendary rescues in a row can be very boring. But one big benefit of doing this is that we do have gem chests on each of these levels. Like you'll see that one on the rescue there, and we can actually get these gem chests and they can drop gems out of them, which can be quite helpful depending on how gem dependent you are. And if you end up wasting all of your gems on a holo, or literally just lose them and don't get anything, they can be quite nice. So there is that too. But I think for now that is all the updating that I needed to do. I'm happy that we have yet another very cool mythical dragon. You know, the more you play, you'll end up getting lucky at sometimes. Other times you'll have horrible, unlucky spells. But play long enough, try Wizards Hollow enough, you will get quite lucky. And again, it's not like this was for free, but this was very cheap. I got incredibly lucky because I ran into a wizard, I think it was very early on. And was it like room 8, which isn't crazy early, and then I ran into another wizard quite early on, and I was like, no, you know what, I'm gonna give it the 15 gem try, I'm gonna push. And this time it really worked out, because I think then the next wizard that I ran into, the 20 gem wizard, was on like room 30 something, and I was like, man, this run could actually be a thing. And then when you're on like room 44, it's like, yeah, this is a guarantee at this point. So we got very lucky. Endurance here is my new bestie, along with Amber, but I do wish you the very best of luck with the holo, but do not gamble in the holo unless you can afford the gems for it. I just got insanely lucky this time. I was not expecting a successful run. So if you go in with no expectations and then you get given something for free, it's better than if you go in expecting it and then you get absolutely bum bounced. So anyway, there is another successful run. Thank you for joining me for it, and until next time, ciao.